O'Hara residence.
Yeah, Uncle Martin? Look, would you please look on the inside of my new plaid coat and see if there's some notes there on that new East Asian country?
Yes. The Republic of Cobima. Oh, yes. I remember there. I visited there 150 years ago when it was a colony and just starting its first fight for independence.
Oh, well, look, will you bring the notes in as fast as you can? Yeah, well, the deadline's coming up and Burns is screaming for my copy.
Well, I don't like being demoted from a respected anthropologist from Mars to a copy boy on the Los Angeles Sun, but I'll be there.
Hello? Oh, no, not yet, Mr. Burns. Well, he should have been here an hour ago. Well, I don't know, Mr. Burns. Maybe he got in an accident in the freeway or something, but I'm worried about him. Well, yes, Mr. Burns, I am also worried about getting the story in. Well, now, just 1 minute. Well, I'm sorry, Mr. Burns. Yes, sir. Uncle Martin, are you all right?
Of course I'm all right.
You weren't in an accident or anything?
No. Look what I've got. I stopped at this little electronics factory and I picked up this transducer, which will aid me in repairing my communication system on the spaceship.
And my notes?
Oh, yes. Oh, the notes.
Thanks a lot. I missed my deadline, and Mr. Burns blew his top.
I'm sorry, Tim.
Look, Uncle Martin, I don't ask a lot of you, but I needed this, and you let me down. Well, I hope that you and your transducer will be very happy, because I'm not.
Tim, did I ever show you a Martian card trick?
Please, Uncle Martin, some other time.
They're like the card tricks students do at football games. Watch.
Will you please stop trying to cheer me up and just sort of let me wallow in my own misery?
I really am sorry.
I know you're sorry. Just forget it.
And it wasn't really a big story.
It was my assignment, and that's how I make the money to pay the rent and buy the food that we both eat.
That was a low blow.
Yeah, well, I'm feeling pretty low. I mean, look, if you had called me, I wouldn't have stopped on the way.
Not even if you met the most beautiful girl in the world? Thank you for a frank answer. Did you know that Cobima was named after Yakuba's great-grandfather? He was the first leader of the rebellion, the George Washington of his people, and a very wise and great man.
Oh, how'd you know that?
We were buddies. I'm an old friend of the family.
Oh, that's right. Yes, I keep forgetting that you're 450 years old.
Give or take 100 years or so. I used a few of my Martian tricks to get Cobima out of jail. Warn him when he was in danger. And once we stole all the chickens the colonial officers had collected for a curry dinner. Yakuba's great-grandfather called me Cocoban.
What does that mean? Chicken thief?
Miracle man. Instead of reading tea leaves to tell a fortune, in that part of Asia, they dropped 4 sticks on the ground. The sign of Cocoban. Whenever I dropped the divining sticks, I make them form that pattern. They still talk about me there. I'm sort of a legend.
Yes, I bet mothers use your name to frighten their children.
Tim, I could use my influence and get you an exclusive interview with Jacobo.
Oh, well, forget it. I don't know why he's in Los Angeles, but he's not going to see anybody.
We'll see. I failed you once. I'm not going to do it again. Tim, smile a little.
Oh, I can't.
Well, let me help. I wonder if that's any improvement.
Oh, come on, Uncle Martin, now cut that out.
I would like to see Jacobo.
He is seeing no one, esteemed sir.
Oh, well, tell him that a friend of his great-grandfather is here. All right, now, put me down. Put me down. I'm a friend of the family. I was a Coquina sympathizer before you become a... I would still like to see Jacobo. Would you tell him that Cocoban himself is here?
Wait here a moment, esteemed sir.
That's better. All right, now, come on. What are you doing? Will you please put me down? I just finished telling you. Fellas. No. Not that again. Hold out your hand, please. Now, show that to Jacobo. I will wait here. I wouldn't do that if I were you.
Jacobar will see you immediately, respected sir.
Let's get the formalities over with.
Jacobar will see you in a moment.
Yes, as soon as he is through studying me from behind that screen. He's looking to see if my hands tremble, how frequently I blink my eyes, and wondering what I want from him that he isn't going to give me.
You are quite right, Mr.
Martin O'Hara.
Mr. O'Hara. You will forgive the precautions. I am accustomed to being constantly on my guard.
As your great-grandfather said, he who draws his sword against the ruler must throw away the scabbard.
He did say that.
So it is written, Excellency.
Sit down, Mr. O'Hara. Well, you have done a remarkable job of research. This quotation from my revered great-grandfather is sending in the matches arranged just as they fell from the hand of the legendary Cocoban. Unfortunately, I do not believe such a man ever existed.
I assure you he does. That is, he did exist. He was my great-grandfather.
What is it you want, Mr. O'Hara?
I want to give you some advice.
My great-grandfather also said, advice is less necessary to the wise than to fools, although the wise get the most advantage from it.
And my great-grandfather said, advice is least heeded when most needed. I will read your divining sticks for you.
I should warn you, Mr. O'Hara, I am not a superstitious man, and I pay no more attention to these than I would to a reading of tea leaves.
I see by the sticks that you are thinking about the oil discovered in Kobima and how to make the best use of it. You hope to have an American company build an oil refinery there. You seem to be paying more attention than you would to a tea leaf reading.
Your advice, please?
I also see that the years of hiding in the hills have left a mark on you. You are still doing things in secrecy, long after the necessity for it has gone.
I suppose that is true.
It is always good to have a newspaperman on your side. As a friend of Kobima, I would like to bring one here to get the story directly from you.
I see.
He is honest, he is intelligent, he is conscientious, and he is my nephew.
Bring him here at 2 o'clock.
Thank you.
I told Mr. Burns I had an exclusive interview with Yakovar, and he was delighted.
Well, did he give you a bonus?
I said he was delighted, not delirious.
He's thinking happy thoughts.
Oh, they're the best kind.
More happy thoughts.
Oh, you are great.
Your Excellency, this is my nephew, Tim O'Hara of the Los Angeles Sun.
How do you do, sir?
Your uncle is a very clever man.
Well, he speaks very well of you, too, sir.
Yes. He quite had me fooled at first.
Oh, is that right?
Then I realized what was wrong.
Nothing was wrong. Everything I said was absolutely accurate.
Too accurate, Mr. O'Hara. If the stories had been passed down in your family for over 150 years, would they not have been changed a little? But they weren't.
Oh, I can explain that. No, I guess I can't.
Throw them both out.
What? You can't do that. I mean, what about my editor? You did promise me an interview.
I've just had it.
I'll be back to see you.
I think not, but give my regards to your superiors.
Happy thoughts, huh?
Sure, they knew they were going to throw us out.
What? But now you've done it.
Believe me, Tim, everything was all set. It's just that Yakovar still has the suspicious mind of an outlaw. He'll ruin his country.
He's already ruined me. Now I'm going to call Mr. Burns and tell him I flubbed again.
Oh, wait, give me a chance to get back in there again and talk to Yakovar.
No, thanks. Now I'm going home. Are you going with me?
Oh, maybe I can do something.
Well, listen, don't do anything more for me, because I can't stand it.
Maybe another quotation from his great-grandfather would convince him.
I have a little quotation that I made up. When you have a Martian for a friend, who needs enemies?
What is what?
You signaled for me to come in.
Oh, you knocked.
No.
I heard you.
Well, yes. You knocked. You signaled for us to come out. I did not touch the door. Stop. That is the signal for us to wait out here.
You? How did you get in here?
I slipped in while your men were distracted and locked them out.
Whoever you are, you must know that I am not afraid of dying.
Of course you're not afraid of dying. You faced it too many times. Don't bother to look behind that pillow for the gun. It has slipped way down into the couch. Yakovar, Look what's behind you. You see, I meant that what's behind you now are all those years of being a fugitive, living in the hills, not trusting anybody.
That was necessary to stay alive.
My point is that you have won your fight, but you are still acting like a rebel leader. Your great-grandfather was a man of dignity, except for that time he and Coco Band stole back all those chickens.
Mr. O'Hara, what do you want?
I wanted that interview for my nephew, but now I'm worried about you and the future of Kobima. Like a lot of other people who were struggling for something, you have prepared yourself to take failure after failure and keep on fighting. The one thing that you have not prepared yourself for is simply success.
But I have succeeded.
Then why all this secrecy and distrust? Jacobo, it's time for you to stop being a rebel and start being a statesman.
Mr. O'Hara, I am about to have a final meeting with the people who have contracted to build our oil refinery. Come back at 4 o'clock. Bring your nephew.
I wish you the best of luck. You've got to come back. Think it over, and I'll wait here in the coffee shop until 4 o'clock, in case you change your mind.
Well, you better find a waitress who will keep filling your cup, because I'm never going to change my mind. Yeah. All right. Well, yes, I know that, Mr. Burns, but... But, Mr. Burns, he didn't have anything to do with it. Will you please stop calling him my nutty uncle? Now, every family has its share of kooks. I mean, Uncle Martin does have his good qualities. Some days. Well, yes, I know, Mr. Burns. All right, Mr. Burns, I know, and I'm very, very sorry. All right. Goodbye.
And although Jacobo, the president of Kobima, has refused to see reporters, there are rumors of secret conferences and stories, the wildest of which is that a cure for the common cold has been discovered in an extract from an exotic plant that grows only in this newly created East Asian republic.
Jacobo. Jacobo, are you everywhere? Will you please stop bugging me? Who's a quitter?
thought you'd never get here.
Well, I changed my mind.
Yes, I was hoping you would, but I knew there was nothing I could do about it.
Now, Uncle Martin, you are sure that this time...
This time, I'm sure. Come on.
Look, before we just charge into the lion's den, would you mind reading the zookeeper's mind?
Very well.
What?
I'm getting feelings of anger, hostility, and resentment.
That did it. Yakobar changed his mind. Come on, let's
No,
go.
no, wait. Something's gone wrong. But we've gone this far, we may as well go all the way. When we get closer, I'll probe a little further. Yakobar is expecting us.
Well,
His feet hurt. The laundry starched his socks. Well, they're really angry.
why?
Same laundry.
I am sorry, no. You will not have my decision until I am ready.
Well, it looks like his meeting didn't go too well.
Goodbye. Mr. O'Hara and Mr. O'Hara,
I understand that you're ready to make your announcement, sir?
perhaps.
Your meeting went well, I trust.
These are the contracts with Mr. Lewis of the Parsons Company to build a modern automated oil refinery in Kobima. Now, I have looked over them very carefully, and they worry me. You are a wise man, sir. Will you glance at them, please?
No peeking. Excuse me.
Yes.
You can read a whole novel just by standing in line in the supermarket.
What are you worried about?
I can't find the loopholes.
That's because there aren't any.
But how can that be?
They know that an unfair contract would cause them more trouble than the advantages would be worth.
If I didn't know better, I would almost think that you were the real Coco Bon, who, according to legend, disappeared into the sky over 150 years ago. Well, now I will give you the entire story for your paper. Will you sit down, Mr. O'Hara?
Well, I think I'd better be going.
Before you do, will you allow me to apologize for my attitude, for the inconvenience I've caused both of you? I'm sure this has not been an easy day for you.
That's true. I think I could say that I've practically worked my fingers to the bone. Goodbye. Thank you.
Yakobar, the first president of the newly independent country of Kobima, this afternoon signed contracts for the first of 3 ultra-modern oil refineries. The income from them will ensure its future as a model East Asian democracy. And it goes on and on. All the wire services picked it up.
Congratulations, Tim.
You know, it didn't start out very well, but this day has really turned out to be quite a success.
There's an interesting saying about success.
Oh, another pearl of wisdom from Yakobar's great-grandfather?
No, from another reporter who called himself Mark Twain. He said, all you need in this life is ignorance and confidence, and then success is sure.
Oh, what do I need?